Okay, awesome. Welcome guys to today's session. Really excited to have you guys here today and just be part of today's session. Happy International Women's Day, I think in Women's Month. Hopefully it's been an amazing month for you guys and also an amazing year soon as we go on. Actually, let me also spotlight. I am Pauline here at Spotlight. Yes. Hopefully you've had an amazing month and hopefully it will be an amazing year for you guys. Really excited to hear what Pauline has to tell us today. Congratulations to all the new community builders, cloud captains, and also for all the other people who are not able to make it. Hopefully next time you can be able to do it, and also you can watch the videos that we've had previously. My name is Mark Orina. I'm part of the organizing team at AWS User Group Kenya. I'm really excited for this year and what we have in store for you guys as we go on. So before we begin, I don't know, we can just say hello on the chat. If you can hear me well, you can just put you can actually tell us where you're joining us from on the chat so that I can know if you guys can hear me and it is good. So you can tell me if you're from Nairobi, Kabete, whichever place. I think I'm from I'm in Kabete, right? Lower Kabete specifically, actually. Yeah, I mean, Lower Kabete. That's where I'm at. So if you can hear me, you can say where you're from and say hello in the chat. Yeah, okay. Ruaka. I need to pass by Ruaka one day. So Pauline is also in Ruaka. And the rest, let me see. I think, Esther, I don't know, you came in earlier, I'll put you on the spot. You can say hello on the chat and say where you're joining, if it's Nairobi, Kiambu, or whichever other place. As we do that also, we have a few things in line. I know there's a few other announcements that we'll make a bit later on as we go on. But without further ado, hi Wendy from Kiambu. Without further ado, I'll invite Pauline to come take us through today's session. I don't know if it's a presentation or you just have a chat, but either way, that would be good. I'll just give a quick introduction to Pauline. She probably has the most pro certifications other than Timothy that I know. You have a lot. She's an AWS certified instructor. She's really passionate about cloud. Every time I see her post other places in terms of just studying and upskilling, she's an inspiration to me in terms of that. So thank you very much, Pauline, for that. And she's a community builder. She's a speaker and all around amazing person. The one thing I know, I think fun fact is she loves hiking, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So karibu sana, Pauline. Take it away. I'll remove myself from the pen.
Okay. Mic testing. Am I audible, Mark?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm such always a happy person and smiley. So I'd like to know how you're all feeling today. Just let me know. You can unmute. If possible, you can let me know in the chat. How are you? Yeah. Before we get into what I have to say. How are you doing? Like, how are you feeling? Is it cold? Are you happy like me? So, yeah, let's make it interactive. I'll wait for a few responses while I share my screen as well. Mm. Ah, come on. Ah, how are you doing? Hi, Linda. Hi, Esther. Hi, Evelyn. Yeah, I hope you're all well. Hi, Wendy, Grace, as well. Yeah, you can just let me know as well how you're feeling and so on. So, just a minute, getting my things ready. Okay. Oh, no one wants to talk to me. Okay, I just hope. Okay, thank you, Grace. Hi. Evelyn, hi, nice to meet you. So, I'm Pauline Namwakira. As Mark introduced me, I am a teacher. It's a big name over there, but I'm just a teacher. I teach cloud. I also do solutions architecture on the side, and I'm an AWS community builder as well. So today, just what you are going to cover. So I'll just do a quick opening and warm up what I'm doing right now. And then I'll share a little bit of my journey. So how I moved from learning to training as well. I know this is a part that majority when we talk about cloud, you're all going to the cloud engineer as cloud engineer aspect, DevOps and so on. But I chose a different path, which is technical training on this end. And then the theme of this year, which I love so much, Give2Gain. So I thought about how exactly I want this talk to go. And yeah, I thought I could share, some bits on, you might be wondering, what are you going to give? Why? How to give, where to give, and when to give. And yeah, the Give2Gain framework. And then I'll be sharing some of the pathways I have, some of the resources I have, which you can use as well, and close on this. So that's basically it. So I hope you're ready. And I was also hoping to get some views on what you're hoping to gain from this session so that I can, make sure that you gain whatever you came here for. Okay, so I'm Pauline, and I'll be starting with my journey just to give one overview of who I am and what I do. So currently my title, is AWS Authorized Instructor. How we got to this place, or what we do, training. So I do training for corporates as for now, but before that, I was also doing training for, university students or graduates or people who are trying to switch their careers as well into cloud. So that is what my background is in. And I'm sure maybe a few people have joined some of my sessions. I love teaching so much. I love connecting with people. And that's why this path was, a no-brainer for me because I love work where I can talk to people and impact people as well. So apart from that, I also guide in solutions architecture, and that is in AWS. AWS is my strong suit, though we are getting there with the other clouds as well. Uh, Apart from that, I am an AWS community builder. You can see I wore my hoodie. Who doesn't love swag? So I am an AWS community builder. Over here, we just build communities and create a lot of content as well. I'll be sharing where I create content, so you can follow on that as well. So a background on me, my cloud journey. I literally started with the AWS Restart program. And this is a program that is like a 12 weeks program in Kenya, Ajira or Immobilis. Maybe some have joined this program as well, offered it. So yeah, at the time I was still in campus. I didn't even know what cloud is. I just saw a post and I was like, okay, well, why not apply? Maybe I'm going to learn something. And just nobody, and I think I haven't told anyone this yet. But actually I did the interview and I failed for the first trial. Like I got a reject and I was like, okay. But then like a week later they reached out and they told me there was a spot that was available, and that literally marked my beginning in the cloud journey. At the first I didn't even know what this was. I joined because I saw some of the things offered in the curriculum of Python, and I was trying to learn Python at the time, so I wasn't even interested in what this AWS aspect is. But yeah, I thank the program for then. Then I didn't have anything to give, but I gained from all the people who made this program available for us. And I was able to certify, and that is literally the beginning of greatness in cloud. So after joining the program, I started with a cloud practitioner and then continued to do the solutions architect certification under Azubi Africa, where I was also enrolled to do training as well. never did I ever think I'll become a teacher. So yeah, it's a big deal. I'm a teacher now. Of course, when I was in high school or anything, I wanted to be a surgeon. Yeah, I wanted to be a surgeon or something else. But here I am. So I started my training journey there, and the purpose was because I had gained some little cloud six skills, not a lot. I could train the people who are joining the program. So because I'm doing solutions architect, I can train the people who are doing the cloud practitioner as well. And I think this was back in, let's say, end of 2021, early 2022. And at that time, I also saw the post of the Community Builders Program. I think this was end of 2021. So I applied and yeah, I thought it was cool, but the problem is I didn't have any content to showcase at all. So I applied for the Community Builders Program in 2021. A reject again. So I got rejected at the time, but valid. I was just starting out. I didn't have anything to showcase then. And 2022, I kind of skipped over it. And then 2023, I chose to apply again. And that is how I got into the Community Builder Program. So basically getting in, you just have to create a couple of content and show that you have something to give to the community as well. Now, my journey continues as that. I love training. I love cloud. I've done a couple of certifications as well. In 2024, I went for my exam to become an authorized instructor for AWS. So if you want to go into my path as well, you can reach out to me and we can have some guidance on how to go through that. But also one of the things I gained with regards to becoming the community builder is this program called the New Voices program, which is actually open right now. So I'll be sharing the links on the chat for you. So with the AWS New Voices program, it was a program that was really helping the builders get skills in public speaking, gaining confidence, submitting talks and so on. So I joined that as well, graduated from it. Yeah, and then from 2025, all I can say is now from authorized instructor, we have two levels, just the normal instructor and the champion instructor. And at the end of last year, I was actually authorized to become champion instructor. I do deliver talks as well from the AWS Student Community Day, AWS Community Days, as well as other platforms, and mentor a few people who are slightly behind me while I'm also being mentored in front of me. So that is it about me. Yeah. Apart from this, I dance and so on. So yeah, I'm not just all cheeky in this case. So now getting into the theme of the day, which is basically, yeah, give to gain. So if I think about how I started, and this picture is blurry, I'm sorry, but this was basically my first physical talk. I had graduated from the New Voices program, which was virtual. And one thing about being at home is we are not scared. Like, I mean, you guys don't scare me because I'm behind the screen. You can see me, but you can't do anything. And you can't judge me. I can't see you judging me as well. But yeah, this is just a minute, sorry. Okay. Sorry for that. So I was used to talking behind the screens, teaching behind the screens virtually. And the first time we planned the AWS Community Day, I think that was in 2024. Oopsies, sorry. Okay. So that was back in 2024, and I was part of the organizer team, but I did not choose to speak. I did not deliver a talk or anything. I was so afraid of people. And after the New Voices program, we did some talks, but still it was virtual. I didn't fear anyone. And yeah, I decided to, just go ahead, deliver the first talk. And I chose my strategy was students. So I said, okay, these are age mates or slightly maybe, younger than me, what will they do? But then I remembered on stage I was shaking. I was really shaking, but I tried not to show it as well. And they told me, "Oh, you did a good job," and so on. So, what I'm just trying to say, when you're thinking about, how can you give, courage will always come in later. Like, you can't wait for you to find the courage first. You can't wait for the confidence to come first, for you to start showing up, for you to start giving. And I'll be talking about, what to give, when to give, and so on. But this is some of the stories that I have. On training, I have millions of them as well, especially on, trainings, maybe people who are not from Africa and so on. And then you get feedback like, maybe the accent or you talk too fast. So there are lots of things that come into that, but we also push, through that as well. Apart from that, I realized that teaching made me better, basically. So when I teach, I learn a lot. And that's why I love teaching, because the one way, the one way you can actually learn is if you understand something good enough to be able to make someone else understand. So one way to give, again, you don't have to be a teacher like me, but that is one way I give back to the community. So mentor someone, make someone understands something as well. And there is this research which confirms that, when you teach others, you learn, better than when you study for yourself. So that brings me to at least learn in a community. We always have a community around, so run with them. And yeah, one way I see teaching is actually, it's not just about passing knowledge, and it's not even, it doesn't have to be physical as I am doing it. You could be writing blog posts that are teaching someone something. And we always have that meme on, you post content and then there is that one Indian guy clapping for you. And it's always like that. It doesn't have to be thousands of people. There is always that one person who is going to benefit from your content as well. So that is another way, you give. And then networking. One thing about me, right now, I think now I get on stages a lot, I talk a lot and so on. I'm such a yapper. But before then, I just showed up to these events. Yeah, I'm seated somewhere over there with my brown jacket. And sometimes just showing up, you're gaining, but also you're around people and giving yourself in someone. So an example, let me just show an example where just showing up brought opportunities for me. Last year, I was able to attend a small event. It was about some research cohort, AWS cohort that had graduated, and a friend of mine invited me. And it wasn't a big deal. I could just decide, oh, it's a Saturday. Why can't I just leave? And I just decided to show up. I didn't even know I am going there. And he was like, oh, please come mentor some students of mine. And I showed up for that. And then they just asked me, like, how many certifications do you have? And I was like, I think it was 8, 10 on AWS. And they're like, okay, so you're working through the golden jacket. Oh, Wendy's here. She can attest as well. And then they just, one person said, you know what? We are going to make you get that golden jacket. And immediately I got a voucher from my friend Effie. And that is it. Just the power of showing up, networking. And I also got like, okay, when you get to your last exam, let me know and I'll also share a voucher with you. So just that single and a simple conversation always open doors, you don't see coming. For mine, it was a voucher. You don't know, this event is where uh, you get network. That's where you get jobs. Some of the best gigs I got are always around, communities. Just make sure people know, what you do. And sometimes you don't even have to do anything really. You don't have to go on stage. Sometimes you just have to show up as well. So that's it. And now I'm done with talking about me, yapping as well. So the framework that I thought about, I really thought about this and what I'm going to talk about when it comes to Give2Gain. So I thought about answering some 5WH questions on what to give. Sometimes you're wondering, but I don't know anything. Like, how am I going to give? What exactly? I don't have anything to offer. Why? Now you have some answers already. How, where, and when is what I'm going to be discussing as well. So 5 questions. And yeah, I'll get started with the what. So sometimes you're wondering, maybe I'm just get started in tech, what to give. For me, when I joined the AWS Community Builders program, it's a really nice program, but then I get in there and then I normally say the big people always having something to share. They know all the latest technology. And then I'm just like, now what content even am I going to create? Maybe the first time I joined, of course, I was a beginner in cloud and I only know maybe servers and storage. I don't know any fancy stuff to share as well. But that is exactly the little thing that is exactly what you should give as well. So, and there is this quote I saw somewhere in a book I was reading where they say, like, make sure you give people more in use value than you gain in cash value. And it stands with me because uh, the you can only grow, like even when you get a job, you cannot outgrow if you just decide to say, I'm just going to do this, what is in my job description. The only way you grow is if you expand beyond what you're meant to do and people see value that you bring. So some of the things, clarity, someone might just be struggling with little topics as well. So just simplifying that to them. You can give encouragement. I see a lot of posts on LinkedIn, and at this point in time, yeah, the world is crazy. And yeah, when we talk about the AI is changing, not taking our jobs as well, we're seeing a lot of things happening and people are really struggling as well. Just feedback, validation, and encouragement. That is something you can give and it will have a profound effect on someone. Yeah, assets. People will be studying for these exams and, you can share what you're studying. One thing about me is I don't get keep. If you come to me and ask me, do you have any materials for this? If I have them, I'll just give you. So share that, demos, how to guides as well. You can give mentorship, you can give referrals, you can run some study groups and it doesn't have to be a big thing. Just find someone. You can ask like who is preparing for this and mentor them as well. And now if you get it to the point where you're very comfortable, now you can volunteer for speaking events and so on. So these are some of the things, yeah, you can give and you can see, you can just start where you are. And it also, you always gain a lot because, for example, let's say you just write that Medium post on a little thing you try to figure out. Um, One thing is, even if you won't gain immediately from other people, you gain something for yourself where you gain clarity on the specific topic. You understand it better because you had to write it for someone else to understand. So that is the major thing. Uh, Another thing, why? Of course, opportunities. For me, I'd say, yeah, I have applied to, I don't know, maybe 500 plus jobs by now. I have received like, I think I have to go and do a search on my email of the unfortunately or we regret as well and see how many show up in that case. But one thing that comes constant is majority of the opportunities I get, even if it's small gigs, the work I get always comes from this community because people know what I do. So uh, if someone gets like, we need to train on this, do you know someone? And since I showed up before and people understand, okay, if you want a trainer, Pauline is the best. That is always where we get this. Like the first job I got was within the community. some of the consultancies I get, some of the small gigs I get, they might not be out there on LinkedIn, but it's always someone in the community who, comes in and vouches for you because they know what you're doing. And yeah, these roles, they're out there. Like, opportunity is not fenced by anyone. So yeah, just don't think that all the cloud roles are gone. There is none available for me. It's always there. Just keep putting yourself out there and they'll be there. Of course, you have to give why the networks that you have available, you get opportunities from them. And the other thing is just feels good as well. Yeah, well-being. We are human beings, and in our nature, we love. And one major way human beings show love is by giving. So if you volunteer, yeah, it feels good to you. So that is also another reason why you should give as well. On the matter of how maybe you're wondering, how would I go about this? Yeah, don't, wait for the perfect moment as well. You will never be ready. Like, it's impossible. Even me, till date, I just push myself out there in things where I think, okay, I cannot do this as well. So give efficiently as well. Do not give in such a way that you're going to burn out yourself. Yeah, I know there is a lot out there, and maybe you should post like daily on LinkedIn, but it's tiresome, honestly. If you can do that as well. But just be sustainable. We normally say like the small, consistent actions. So don't burn out yourself. And one thing I read as well, like the only way you can, make a difference on other people's life, or the only way you can um the best way to give is to actually make the best out of yourself. So if I'm going to share knowledge, before I even share knowledge, the best way I can give value to you is if I make the best out of myself in terms of maybe upskilling, um, yeah, being better at what I do. So that is one thing. And I always love being thankful as well in terms of gratitude. The physicians in the house, they normally say action and no. Is it action and reaction? Equal and opposite? Oh, physics. I don't remember this stuff. But yeah, I do believe like if that is the case, and then we feed gratitude out there and say thank you. That is a reaction which we are expecting from an action. And if they are equal and reversible, then it's always going to come back to you as well. So if someone helps you, just say thank you to them, thank your mentors. And when you're helping as well, just be grateful for the small opportunities that you have available in that case. Now, I'm glad you're here. Actually, thank you so much for being here today. Uh, oh, thank you so much. I was, hey, action and reaction forces are equal and act in the opposite direction. Thank you, Ernest. I'll be coming for some physics classes. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So being grateful, if that is a reaction, then the action will find a way, back to you. Franco, please. Okay. And where? So you're already here at this point in time. In terms of, I know maybe some people are not maybe AWS based. Whatever you are doing, basically, you don't have to be famous. You don't have to be senior. Just start, where you are as well. Here at the AWS User Group Kenya, we do have like the okay, we do have the sessions that you are running as well. You can volunteer to talk into those sessions. I always see people asking questions also on the user group in terms of maybe they have a challenge as well. If you know an answer, you can help with that. And this is not limited to AWS. I'm just saying start whenever you are. We do have this Discord channel. One of my big friends, Give2Gain, we have this Discord channel on Become a Solutions Architect session, which is actually currently running. And one thing I notice about him is he will always go there and try help people, always. Like, we are doing this workshop and he just shows up, and when people are failing with a specific task, he will just go and maybe record a video actually and say, if anyone is struggling with this workshop, this is a video that can guide you as well. So those are, my friends within the community. I see what they do and I learn from them as well. You can help with that. Myself, I do YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. Maybe one day. But yeah, we do. You can use Medium to share what you know, YouTube, volunteer as well. You can host study sessions if you can, just do that. And yeah, if someone is just a few steps behind you, you can also mentor them. And it's crazy because even right now, when someone asks me to mentor them, the first thought that comes to mind is, oh God, I'm a joker. I can't mentor anyone. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. But it's not that hard. You have walked the path. So yeah, you can just share your career. You can inspire the people next to you. If you just have the cloud practitioner certificate, there is someone who doesn't have. So that means that you have knowledge that you can pass behind as well. And LinkedIn, yeah, we all make noise, or maybe some of us make a lot of noise as well there. So build your visibility over there. Just share posts, share what you're learning. And one thing is, you don't have to be so big as well in there. And one thing I think I got from our own AWS hero, Adeline, I once interviewed her for a podcast, and what she told me was, when she posts, she does not care about how many likes she's going to get or so on. If she gets one like, then that's it. So as long as that one comment, that one learning summary, so you you only need one person. Even for those people who are looking for jobs, there are thousands of HR out there, but you only need one who will see your work and see your value and hire you, and then you move to the next level as well. So yeah, these are some of the places, and when to give. Yeah, you'll never feel ready, honestly. Even right now, sometimes I just don't feel ready for anything. But one thing is, I've just learned to show up. Yeah, I might not be the best. I'm not. I won't even be the smartest in that room, but I just show up. I record my videos on YouTube with like 2 likes. Thank you so much for the 2 likes that come in. And yeah, it's those one message which was like, okay, I was struggling with this. Thank you so much. That lift me up. So start now. Even actually start yesterday. Not now. If you're thinking about how to go about this, how to give, so start yesterday. Do what you can at the moment with what you have, and just be consistent without it. You don't have to go like 10 videos this week and then disappear till next year. Just do bit by bit and be consistent. So those are my thoughts on the Give2Gain session. I hope they made some sense and you learned something from it. So what? You can give value, you can give your time, you can give clarity to someone, you can give mentorship. Why? The returns could be learning, networking opportunities, but also personal, satisfaction. How? Just slowly, do everything slowly, where any communities that you are in right now. And the timing, when to give, before you even feel ready as well. So that's what I have to share. For now, I'll be sharing a link now that you're talking about Give2Gain, so if there is something maybe you learned as well, let me see how this question would go. So something you did not know. You have something that you did not know that you know now and you wish someone would have told you earlier. What would that be? So I hope you're going to give us some answers on the chat. And yeah, it's Give2Gain, right? So maybe that one thing that you didn't know and you know now, I don't. And I can learn from that as well. So it's just a challenge. You can let us know on the chat what is something you know now, you didn't know before, and you wish, someone would tell you earlier. And we can exchange that and learn from that. So I hope I'm going to get a couple of, good lessons from me, for me as well. Okay. So to wrap it up, and then I'll open in some questions. So because it's AWS, yeah, I always hype AWS so much. I think they should pay me. But yeah, here are some of the things. In terms of free resources, as I mentioned, I don't gatekeep. I'll share all these links over here. So if you're getting started over here, I'm not sure if everyone is, an AWS person, maybe you just want to learn as well. So we have the AWS Skill Builder where you can get resources, labs to get you started as well. You can create your own builder ID. We have the builder catalog platform. I'll share the link as well in a moment where you can just, get all things related to AWS community. We post blogs in there. You can access the communities and so on. For me, I mentioned I started my cloud journey through AWS Restart. So right now, I am not sure if openings are available, but you can keep checking them out because I know they go on a rolling basis as well for the AWS Restart program. I'll share that. So two things which are big now, we have the AIML scholarships in collaboration with Udacity. And just to, get fun up with your AI journey as well, you can join this. And yeah, everyone, you can really get in. You just have to apply. I'm sharing the link on the chat. We do have the AWS New Voices Program 2026, which is also open. And now this is for public speaking as well. So if you want to get started with, going out there, public speaking, building your own confidence, uh, I really recommend that you apply for that. Yeah, and I have my YouTube channel. I also share some things. I'm not an expert on anything. Yeah, if anyone says they're an expert, oh yeah, you are. I'm an expert in AI. Yes, you are. I'm not, but yeah, one thing about me is if I learn something, I'm going to share as well. So you can just check on that as well. So let me share the links, all the links I promised. And then we do have like our groups. So right now, this meeting is sponsored by the AWS User Group Kenya. We do have the AWS User Group AIML Kenya as well. And they'll have a meeting next week. So if you want to see me next week, you should sign up for that as well. And so on. So yeah, let me just share all these resources. I'll put them on the chat. Oh, ta-da. Okay. So give me a minute. So I just combine everything together. Okay, so I think that's it for me for today. Thank you for listening to my yapping. The links are coming in a moment. And I encourage you to, just give back. Give to the community. You'll always gain bigger in that case. Learn faster, build trust within the communities, and so on. Yeah, and I love you all. I wish you all the best as well in whatever you do. And I'm open to any questions. The links are coming, and Yeah, I know I'm earlier on this, so I'm open to questions. Mark, you can come in. I know you mentioned you also had some things to share.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Pauline.
Okay.
Thank you. I think you actually even mentioned because it was about the AWS Scholars program. I didn't know Voices is out, so thank you for even mentioning that, actually. I'd love to actually even uh, be part of that. Maybe one other question I'd ask, or definitely in
Mm-hmm.
your journey, you've had people who you've looked up to. There's Adeline and other people. You can share with us
Mm-hmm.
people you've seen are really moving the needle. Maybe we can also kind of gain inspiration from them and also share with the rest of the people. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, so I have a lot of people, and I'll feel bad that I don't, if I forget to mention others. Okay. Oh, of
No
course.
pressure, no
Yeah.
pressure, no pressure.
I I have Adeline, my very best friend, and our AWS hero. Actually, yeah, I come with Adeline. Far back in 2021, we did the cloud practitioner together.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And yeah, we did cloud practitioner with Adeline. So we were in the same class, getting started with cloud. Yeah, and after we were done, so Adeline goes ahead and does the application to join Safaricom, and she actually inspired all of us because all of us were like, okay, we have learned cloud now. What? And then we see Adeline with just her CCP going, and she actually now got in, even though it was a different domain, and she was telling us about how the interview was and so on. And we were like, okay, if you did it, then we can do it too. And that's how I also started pushing myself also to apply for opportunities. So I really love her as well. And just seeing her even become an AWS hero and knowing, oh, we started this together. It's like, yeah, I love her. We always talk. We always exchange advice as well. So that is someone who I really admire as well within the community. Uh, I admire you, Mark.
I
So
try.
just
Try.
running this community as well, it's awesome. And for the opportunities that you give to us, honestly, I just know that you guys are always rooting for me. If you get opportunities, I'm sure you'll be like, we know Pauline as well. We do have the likes of Kevin2A in here. Awesome, awesome person as well, running the AWS AIML user group. So we are always just yeah, yapping and making banter together, but he's really putting in a lot of work. I also see him right now. Kevin, actually, I'm part of the BESA workshop, and I see your video the other week, I guess, when you recorded the workshop for anyone who was doing the workshop as well. So these are people who are giving. And yeah, I'm gaining from it. And thank you for doing that as well. And my major mentor is Veliswa. So I'm sure you all know the big developer advocate as well. So we have met with Veliswa a couple of times. She's mentoring me right now on a couple of things in my cloud journey. So yeah, she's one person I really look up to. She gives me advice a lot. And yeah, if I am to say thank you, even when she's not around, I'd say thank you to Velisa. And I look up to many people for different things. But in terms of the AWS community in Kenya, I know there are also others in other countries. There are those I look up to. Yeah, but also in terms of members from the community, I've interacted with lots of amazing members within the community. I have to say thank you to Effie. Effie is one person who, just gave me a voucher because she didn't even have to. And she gave me a voucher to do an exam just because, yeah, Pauline, you know what? Go do all those exams. So I really have amazing people in this community. Uh, I cannot mention all of them, but yeah, I love you. I love you guys. Yeah, so I'd say that's it. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. My other question, actually, this is more of a personal question also,
Mhm.
is you've
Mhm.
I think you're right, but also you decided to start the YouTube channel specifically.
Mhm.
How are you able to say, like, I can write, I can train people, but how are you able to also identify that, okay, part of how I can impact more people and even say certain things, I should be able to have visual audio, is it visual audio, whatever they call it, being starting a YouTube channel, actually doing it. So how did you get to actually doing that?
Okay, so yeah, to be honest, when I started my YouTube channel, I just started it because I am bad in writing. So, as part of the Community Builders program, we have to create content. And I was wondering, how can I actually give to the community? And then I was just trying to figure out what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. I think I can write, I'm just lazy. Maybe I should just try. Yeah, my mentor pushes me to write a lot. But me opening the YouTube channel is also because I believe there is this personality about me that I need to put out there as well. So with writing, sometimes I just go and be so perfect. And right now with AI as well, I can just make it as perfect as possible. But I feel like with the visual, it reflects who I am. Yeah, it shows my struggles as well. If you watch some of them, I just be troubleshooting live sometimes. Yeah, and I think with visual, I am able to connect better with people. But also remember that comes from me mapping out what are my strengths because I teach. So I think YouTube is also, uh, you know, just another way to teach as well. But now the other way, I don't make money yet. Guys, when I make money, I'll share with you.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are not enough tech YouTube channels, so that's
Mhm.
amazing, and being consistent with it. I don't know if there are any other questions here.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm hoping to speak to people.
yeah, if you have any questions, you can type them or you can unmute and ask. Yeah, actually,
Okay.
as we do that, okay, yeah, Kevin has a question. I don't know who else. Has anyone else? I thought I had a voice. Elizabeth. So we'll start with Kevin first, then Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, then Ernest. So in that order. Right. Great. So Kevin, Elizabeth, then Wasunga.
Awesome. Kindly confirm you can hear me
Yeah,
and
loud
see
and
me.
clear.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there are only few people who can make me join a session while I'm driving somewhere, and Pauline is one of them. So I'm really happy that you did an amazing job with that. And my question to you, I know maybe you've given it like as a very bright and rosy journey in terms of giving to gain.
Oh.
Tell us about one or two moments when you felt like giving up from AWS, giving up from cloud, giving up and trying to go to become a farmer or something else. I'd be very interested to hear about that, because there's always that time when we feel like this thing is maybe not for me. Yeah, that's my question. And thanks for the shout out.
Thank you. So actually, I have had those moments more than 100 times. Where I'm like, okay, I can just go home and be a farmer. This tech thing is not for me. And I think I have I have a couple of stories to share on that. So I'll just share a few of them. One of them actually, so this is embarrassing, but um, I had this training. So I'm a teacher and I do corporate training. And one of the laws I had, so I was doing a training for a German cohort. And if you guys have interacted with Germans, they're so honest with their feedbacks as well. And this time I'm there training. I know, okay, I know this AWS thing. And I go ahead and do feedback because you have to request feedback from the learners. And one of the feedback I got, if I remember very correctly, was she has this accent. I cannot really understand her. And her pronunciation, it was something like her pronunciation is so bad. You should find native English speakers to come train us. And the thought was, whoa, I built my whole career on this. I built my whole career on this, and I was like, okay, maybe not. But then again, you come back and remember you have got also some very good feedback as well before. So there are those moments that really crush you. I've not been in DevOps related roles, so I don't know what goes in there. But for me, in customer facing roles, you always get all kinds of feedback. But again, I had to work through that as well. I had some things to work on. The accent, maybe, yeah. The lawyer in me will still come through. But then I realized when I am, let's say, one, when I'm excited about something, or two, when I'm not sure about something, I tend to speak very fast. And maybe that was one of the reasons for the feedback as well. I was able to work on that as well. That is one moment. And then all the other moments are just about I'm working on a project. I want to build something, and then I get all these errors, and then I'm like, oh, it will be easier for me or something. I always apply for jobs. It's not always rosy. You apply for jobs and you get through stages, and then you reach at that final moment and they're like, okay, we moved with another candidate as well. All these moments are always like soul crashing. But we keep pushing. But yeah, I think that is one moment, especially in my training journey. I have gotten lots of feedback in my training, but that one really crashed me. But now I'm a champion authorized instructor, so yay, we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Pauline. Elizabeth, then I think Wasunga can go.
Yes. Number one, I'm so excited to see Pauline. She was a trainer for me. So I'm excited to see and I'll always follow up her journey. It's been a while since I joined the AWS User Group event. So when I saw Pauline was going to be speaking, I knew I have to make time. So my question is, how do you keep going? Do you face any kind of burnout because you've been here for a while? A while means above 3 years, you know? What keeps you going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What keeps me going? So the burnout comes, honestly, it comes and goes sometimes. But what keeps me going is one is I am on a mission. And with training, of course, I have interacted with all kinds of people. I've done all kinds of trainings. I've worked with refugees. I've worked with people in the slum area, and I always see something, good with people gaining the skills and actually having them marketable. So right now, I'm getting started. So I'm just training. I will say I'm getting started. Okay, I'm somewhere there in training, but I would really like, for tech to make a difference in people's lives where they're able to, earn decently through tech, especially in our continent as well. So what pushes me, I want to be better because, the more I'm a better trainer, the more I can impact people's life, the more I can break down all this. Everyone says, oh, networking is hard and so on. But if we bring in these analogies, that's why I want to be like, the best of the best. It always makes sense to them. I see people passing exams with no tech background at all, and it really pushes me to, be better so that I can build this for more people within the continent. So if I remember that, that's what keeps me going. YouTube as well. Uh, I'd say one I post because I have to as part of the community builders, but if I had to, I'd only post 2 pieces of content and wait for renewal. But one thing is, this is twofold. The more I, create this content, the more I put myself out there and teach, someone else gets to learn. But I always gain something back for myself. When I record that video, I have to make sure I understand it. So it's twofold. I gain something for myself while also making an impact on another person's life. I think those are the two things that keep me going, even when things seem tough. So, I just get through that and remember, the mission, why I'm doing this. Yeah. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ernest?
Thank you. I am joining in really junior. I think the most junior so far here because I'm just in a cohort that we're just winding up our mentorship.
Okay.
And I just saw this uh, meetup. Then I decided to crash in, see how things are getting along, and also just get into it. I really must say that I've really had a very, very hard time keeping up with online training, and I don't know. I just want to know from you, Pauline, and the rest of the people in the gathering, how it is or how you people put it up steady. I have a lot of work at my desk. Sometimes I go to the field. When I come back, a lot of stuff has passed. I don't find it easy catching up sometimes. You go to the field, you come back, you are exhausted. And again, we are in the periods that weather is really not favorable. So you are out there, you are thinking of doing one or two things to keep up with the pace. And it's just overwhelming. Sometimes I just think of why don't I just focus on my current little earnings and then just let everything be. But then I'm also this tech guy that thinks that I can make a difference and actually build myself with the new technology that like just the one that I recently started. So I have seen that you have said you have blocked 1,000 times and you are emerging a winner. So give us your gist. Thank you.
Oh. Okay. Actually, I get that. We all get there. And what I can say is I always have grace for myself in terms of one, I know every single day I should do what I can do that day, the little I can. So I don't try to do maybe tomorrow's work today as well. So I just make sure the little I have done, I give myself grace for it. And sometimes I wouldn't say that I was so consistent all through. For me, I have sprints. I'd say sometimes I'm so productive, and then sometimes I just chill and then, just re-strategize again. So I think this matters with the kind of person that you are, but the major thing is just not to give up. So you can rest, you can decide this week to, uh, you know, just go back and yeah, recharge. Yeah, I'd say recharge in that case. So I think just give yourself grace as long as you're doing every day what can be done that day, and don't even do it in a hurry, even if it's just, studying 2 slides. Sometimes I open, especially when I'm preparing for my exams, I open a video and then I just watch 1 minute and I'm so tired. So there is, I think everyone has those moments, but the thing is about forgive, and for me, forgiving means like if I miss the mark, forgiving means revision for me. I can revise it the next day. So I always give myself, if I miss my mark for today, I know that tomorrow I can always revise it instead of thinking like, okay, I'm bad, I suck, and let me just give up. So always in my mind, I'm like, if I miss today, there is tomorrow. Tomorrow has a chance for me to be better. And if not tomorrow, then I have a chance next week. And when next week comes, I try to do what I can do with what I have and be thankful for that and keep revising, keep revising my days. So yeah, I don't give up. So I don't know, maybe other people can share, but that is what I do. I am not perfect every day and not perfect every week. Some weeks I'm so down, but then I always revise and make sure, yeah, I come back again, remembering what my mission is. So keep your eye on the goal and just move towards it, even if it's small step or no step, then come back and make a smaller step. I don't know if that helps, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that was really good and very encouraging. I think making those small steps is important. Not every day is a good day.
Yeah.
Kila siku tunacheka hapa, wow, cloud is amazing. Some days you're just not
No,
in the mood for it, but the
sometimes
consistency,
it's not.
yeah, the consistency is important, and the community, one, it challenges you because everybody has something, right? People have families, people are pushing as much as they can in what they're doing. So that consistency is important, and I can say that consistency is important, and also having that community, it challenges you and gives you a lot of motivation. Sometimes it doesn't have to be voice, like, oh, you're doing well. Sometimes you'll just say a LinkedIn post or you'll see something, you'll relate to it quietly, and it'll kind of push you as you go on. And we really wish you all the best, man. Especially join more of the calls, come decompress, see what people are doing, and also there's so many opportunities because sometimes also you feel like you've done a lot. An opportunity haikuji kesho, but one of the days I think what they've shared is the first year anniversary for AIML. There is what there's the voices coming up, the AIML scholarship also. All those things are just opportunities, and once you grab them, it doesn't end there. You now start pushing on to the next thing and the next thing. So yeah, amazing. I think this was really, really amazing. Thank you very much, Pauline. Thank you everybody for coming through. I think I needed this personally. Thank you. I think the framework itself and also just revisiting what we've done so far, this has been really amazing. So thank you very much. Unless there are any other questions, let me see. Or let me stop recording first.